Okay, so I am ready to start answering some of these comments that you guys sent me in the last video. And with almost 400 comments, I really had to narrow things down a lot. So if you guys didn't get in the video, well, try again next time. So anyway, let's get started. What do you think your favorite puzzle is to solve? Well, definitely the V-Cube 5, because the bigger it is, the more I like a puzzle. But quality also plays a factor in that as well. And the V-Cube 5, in my opinion, turns the best for its size. What is your opinion on knockoffs? I remember a while back you were affirmative on not buying them. Though that is still true today. It's just that I found after uploading that video, it kind of started a flame war. So for now, I'm just not going to talk about them. If one is getting a lot of attention, then I may make a little comment that I won't be buying it, but nothing more than that. How do you come up with your algorithms? Well, that's a very interesting process, and I've gotten a few other requests to make a tutorial as well. Well, briefly, it's like when you're taking a 3x3 cube, one thing to do is to bring your pieces up onto the top layer, and then kind of switch things around a bit and put them back in a different way, and then see what happened to the top layer. Oh, I kind of screwed up something else, but that's just the key. You take out some pieces and put them back into place in a different way, and see what happens to the rest of the pieces. If someone ever took the time to write out the 1,275 algorithms to solve the last layer of the Rubik's Cube in one algorithm, would you bother learning any of them? Do you think anyone would? Definitely, I would never do such a thing. I mean, my time can be so much more productive spent making videos. But the world is big. I think there may be 1 or 2 people out there willing to do something as crazy as that. Since the summer is approaching, will we be seeing more videos? Yes, of course, and you guys have seen videos more regularly than you have before. I didn't get quite the start I wanted to, but hopefully I can bring that up in the future. I would kind of like to make one of these videos a week, along with a tutorial or review, as well as an entertaining video. All 3 of those videos once a week, but I'm still trying to decide what kind of schedule I want to start out. Can you do a giveaway? Well, there's only so much money that I want to invest in my channel, and currently I'm putting some of my ad revenue to buying 2 cubes every month, so I could either spend that money giving some cubes to a few people, or I could buy the cubes for myself and then make tutorials and reviews that everyone would get to see. But that isn't to say I won't do it sometime in the future, it's just that I don't have any plans at the moment. Why do you store all of your puzzles unsolved? Well, that's a very interesting question, and really the answer is because I solve my cubes generally to kill time. If I had just gotten a new puzzle, then I'll take some time to start playing with it, just for the fun of it. But generally, I like to spend my time making videos for you guys rather than solving all of my cubes all the time. Also, my family would probably take advantage of me if I left all of my cubes unsolved. Why don't you compete? I'm sure many cubers would want to meet you and see your collection. You've never been to rural Montana. Have you ever thought of going for a world record on any puzzle or category? Yeah, I have, but people that go for the world record have to spend several hours a day practicing, and I could make a video in that time. So even if I was able to go to competitions, I may practice a little, just nothing extreme. Are you going to buy the Diane Guhong? Oh, I hope I pronounced that right, but some point in the future I would like to, but I'm kind of waiting to see what people will vote for in my moderator module. What is your best time for the 2x2 through 5x5? Average? Well, I haven't improved much in the past 2 years of cubing. It was that first year that I really got into it. But now I just generally cube to have fun. I don't really go for a personal best or even averages. But off the top of my head, I would say I could probably solve the 2x2 in about 10 seconds. Around 30 seconds for a 3x3. For a 4x4, I would say about 4 minutes. And the 5x5, if I'm really warmed up, maybe 3 minutes. Do you think there is a cube, less than 20 layers, that would be too big to handle, so you wouldn't really want to buy one? Well, I think the V-Cube 11 would be pushing it, and after my lack of enthusiasm to solve the Terraminx, I probably won't be getting all of the V-Cubes, but definitely I'd like to get the 11x11, just for keepsake. But probably not all 4 of the larger cubes, because, just the bigger they get, the harder they'll be to handle. Why did you not show your 2x2s or the Void Cube in your last video? You're actually missing a lot of your cubes. Well, my 2x2 I gave to my brother because I taught him how to solve it, but I now have a V-Cube too, so problem solved there. And the Void Cube I have is a knockoff, so I'm not going to be showing it in my videos anymore. Have you ever thought of designing your own puzzles? Well, I have, but that would be a very expensive and time-consuming project, so I really haven't shown a lot of interest towards it. If you haven't gotten the 4x4 for Christmas 3 years ago, how different do you think your life would be right now? Oh boy, that cube really did change my life, and thank you, Grandpa, for that if you're ever watching this. But getting a start in the cubing community really gave me a boost for my videos, because it was a small audience, other videos weren't getting that very many views either, so I thought when I got 100 views, I was doing pretty good. But if I started out watching the big-time YouTubers, I probably would have gotten discouraged and barely have put up any videos at all. If I come over to your house and steal all of your cubes, how will you retaliate? By the way, guys, this is a friend of mine. Well, I would probably do what I did to John and sick all of my subscribers on your Facebook, email, YouTube account, and hopefully after that kind of response you'd reconsider your evil ways. How come you're not interested in the newer types of 3x3s, like the F2, Alpha 5, Diane Guhong, or the Ling Young, etc.? Well, since Throst posted his review of the Diane Guhong, I am interested in getting that one. But as for different types of 3x3s, I would rather get completely different puzzles rather than a variety of the same kind of puzzle. Have you ever played with a 4D cube simulator? Yes, I have, and I quickly exited after playing with it for a few minutes. How do you think it would be to solve a cube in space? That would be very interesting to see. I would love to see an astronaut solve a cube in the space shuttle. But I would think it wouldn't be hard to get used to at all. I mean, speedcubers put a lot of different kinds of forces on these things, and the force of gravity just isn't that much. But as for using a speed stack, I don't think I would do that well. Will you ever make that revised VCube 6 modification tutorial that you promised? Well, the thing about that is someone paid me to modify their cube, and I was putting it off way too long, and I was like, I've got to get this cube modified, so I just scrapped the tutorial and sent the cube off to him. I still want to make it eventually, but I have to get another cube to do it. Do you still plan on cubing in like 5 years? Yes, I'm sure I still will be solving cubes in the future. Whether I'll be keeping up in the cubing community and buying the latest cubes, I'm not so sure. I mean, things do change. Why are you not very active on the Twisty Puzzles forum? Well, I still check the website every few days, it's just that I haven't been finding much to comment on. Alright, and that's all the cubing questions I have, and I've got a few more that are not so cubing related. What are some of the videos we can expect during the summer, especially family videos, like the vampire ones? Well, those videos will go up on the other channel, and I would like to make vlogs of, like, when we go hiking, or maybe when we're going on a vacation trip, and just going up to random people and say, hey, say hi to YouTube! That's really fun to do, so I'm gonna continually do that. As for the vampire videos, well, my brother was really the brains behind that whole thing, and he's currently interning at a church in Colorado Springs. And we are visiting him once this summer, but I don't know if we'll have enough time to make one of those videos. Maybe just a shorter video that doesn't take as much brain work, but yeah, we'll see. Do you game at all? Actually, I rarely do. I did install Command & Conquer Generals and Star Wars Battlefront 1 on my new computer just to see how it would run, because we've always had to put the graphics on low, but now I'm able to put them on high, and it looked a little better, but it's much more rewarding making videos than it is to game. And I always used to hide myself in my room, and my mom would say, only 1 hour of computer a day, and then I would kind of lay low for a while, and then as she would forget, I would start playing it more and more, and then she'd threaten me again, and yeah, it's a lot more rewarding to spend my time productively out in the living room making videos, which is stuff they can enjoy as well. What are your religious views? Well, I am a Christian, not a Baptist or a Catholic or anything. We believe everything in the Bible. I do go to church regularly, and I even help out the media team there. So now you know. And that's all the comments that I have time to read off for today. If you want to try again, you're more than welcome to on this video. Just post your comments, generally keep them cubing related below. Post a video response if you guys like. And I'll be doing the same thing next week. See you then!